Are you struggling with your kettlebell front squats? I'm on a mission to help men and women get into great shape using kettlebells. Hi, I'm Ryan Jenkwitz, the owner of RJ Kettlebell, and I help men and women get into great shape using kettlebells, burn fat, and build lean muscle so they fit better in their clothes. So if you're having difficulties with your kettlebell front squat, I'm going to show you a few progressions that you can use to improve your front squat to make sure you're using great form and you feel confident lifting heavy bells. So the first thing you want to do is learn to squat using a chair first. Or maybe if you have some plyo boxes, you can use those as well. So when we're squatting, yes, the hips go back. That doesn't mean the chest falls forward. We want to keep the chest as upright as possible. So as I sit back into the chair, I'm going to stay nice and upright with my chest. I'm going to sit down in the chair. And again, as I stand, I want to make sure that I don't fall forward. Stay upright and up. So if you can do that, maybe you can start to lower whatever object you're using to sit down on. Once you get really good there, maybe you've lowered your step or whatever you're using, you can then use a kettlebell. Maybe a light bell. Again, keep the chest upright. So a pretty easy drill, but it reinforces the idea that we want to maintain an upright torso while the hips are sitting back and down. From there, a great progression to do is an assisted squat. You could use a door frame or maybe a post on like a squat rack. So we're going to get fairly close to the door frame. So again, my hips go down and back. I want to maintain an upright torso. I walk myself down and coming back up. Again, all the while I'm keeping my torso as upright as possible, pushing the hips back. The next progression from there is very challenging. It could be just an exercise by itself. It's called a face-the-wall squat. You're going to stand an inch or two away from a wall and do a squat. This will force you to keep your torso upright. So I'm going to use this wall right here. I'm nice and close to the wall. That's a good exercise right there. Okay, from there, once you get really good with the face-the-wall squat, then I'd say you can start loading weight onto your squat. So goblet squat, you got to get this one down before we move to front squat. So again, torso is upright, but the hips go back. Just go slowly. So again, get good with the goblet squat first before we go to the single arm or a double kettlebell front squat. And with the front squat, my arm is going to move a little bit away from my body as my hips go back and down. What we don't want to happen is the kettlebell to dump forward because the arm is so tight on the body or the torso is dropping forward. So again, chest is upright, hips going back. I've got this little space here between my arm and my torso. I want to try and keep my forearm vertical as I'm holding the kettlebell. I don't want to lose this vertical position, then I dump the kettlebell forward. So vertical forearm in the front squat. All right, so those are some progressions and just key things to focus on if you're having difficulty with your kettlebell front squat. If you have any more questions about kettlebell training, feel free to reach out to me and send me a message. Stay strong.